My name is Eliza. I am 24 years old. I live in a small town called Lakeside with my father and my younger sister. I work at a cozy little coffee shop in the city center. I truly enjoy my job because I love talking to people and making fresh coffee for them every day. One cold and rainy morning in November, something unusual happened. I woke up early because I had a morning shift. When I checked my phone, I saw a message from my best friend, Maya. Eliza, please come to the train station today. I really need you. 10:30 a.m., Platform 5. That was all she wrote. I didn't understand what was going on. I tried calling her immediately, but her phone was turned off. I looked at the clock. It was 8:30 a.m. I only had 2 hours to get ready. I put on my favorite jeans, a warm gray sweater, and my black boots. I grabbed my raincoat and a small umbrella. My father was in the kitchen making breakfast. Dad, I have to go to the train station. Maya needs my help, I said. He looked at me with concern. Be careful, Eliza. Call me if you need anything. Outside, the rain was falling heavily. I walked to the bus stop and squeezed into a crowded bus full of people heading to work. I stood near the door and watched the blurry streets through the foggy windows. About 30 minutes later, I arrived at the train station. It was large and filled with people rushing in every direction. It took me a few minutes to find Platform 5. When I finally got there, Maya wasn't there. I waited 10 minutes. Then another 10. Still nothing. I started to feel uneasy. That's when I noticed a young boy sitting alone on a bench nearby. He looked upset. His eyes were red, as if he had been crying. Hey, are you okay? I asked gently. He looked up at me. I lost my ticket, he said quietly. I don't know how to get home. I sat down next to him. My name is Eliza. Maybe I can help. What's your name? Daniel, he replied. He explained that he had been visiting his grandmother, but he dropped his paper ticket somewhere in the station. He was afraid to call his mother. I gave him a small chocolate from my bag. Don't worry. We'll figure something out, I told him. Just then, my phone rang. It was Maya. Where are you? I asked quickly. Her voice was shaking. Where are you? I'm waiting for you at Platform 3. I was confused. I'm at Platform 5. Oh no, please come quickly. I'm really scared, she said. I turned to Daniel. Wait here for a few minutes. I'll be right back. Then I ran through the busy station toward Platform 3. My boots were wet, and my hair felt damp from the rain. When I arrived, I saw Maya sitting on the floor near a ticket machine. She looked pale and frightened. Maya. I called. She stood up and ran to hug me tightly. I didn't know who else to call, she said. I was so scared. What happened? I asked. She lowered her voice. I think someone is following me. My heart began to race. Why would someone follow you? I don't know. A man kept staring at me on the bus. When I got off, he got off too. I think he's still here. I looked around carefully. There were many people walking past us. Maya slowly pointed toward a small cafe inside the station. That's him, she whispered. I saw a man wearing a dark green jacket and a black cap. He was pretending to look at his phone, but he seemed aware of us. Stay here, I told her. I'll go talk to him. But as soon as I stepped forward, the man noticed us and quickly disappeared into the crowd. We both watched him vanish. "Do you believe me now?" Maya asked. "Yes," I said firmly. "Let's report this to security." We went to the information desk and explained everything. The woman there called a security guard. He listened carefully and told us they would check the cameras. Maya looked calmer after that. She squeezed my hand. "Thank you, Eliza. I don't know what I would do without you." I smiled softly. "Next time, send me the correct platform," I joked. She managed to laugh, but I still felt a little uneasy inside. Then I suddenly remembered Daniel. The young boy I had left at platform 5. "I need to check on someone," I told Maya. We walked back together through the busy station. The rain was still tapping softly against the large glass windows, and people were rushing in every direction. When we reached platform 5, Daniel was still sitting on the bench, holding his small backpack tightly. Maya sat beside him while I went to the ticket counter and explained the situation. The woman working there listened carefully and said she would contact Daniel's mother right away. About 20 minutes later, a worried woman hurried toward us. The moment she saw Daniel, she wrapped her arms around him. "I was so scared," she said, holding him close. Daniel pointed at us and said, "She helped me." His mother thanked us again and again. I felt a warm feeling in my heart. Even though the morning had been stressful, helping him made everything feel meaningful. After that, Maya and I left the station. It was still raining, so we shared my umbrella and walked to a small cafe nearby. We ordered hot tea and sat by the window. Maya finally told me more about what happened. "I think it might have been my ex-boyfriend," she said quietly. "He was very angry when I ended things." I looked at her seriously. "You're safe now. And if he ever tries to scare you again, we'll go to the police." She nodded slowly. "I'm really lucky to have you." "You'll always have me," I replied. Later, we took a taxi home. I felt exhausted but also stronger than before. So many things had happened in just a few hours. When I arrived home, my father and sister were waiting for me. The moment they saw me, they hugged me tightly. I told them everything that had happened. My father smiled proudly. "You are very brave, Eliza." My sister looked at me with shining eyes. "I want to be like you one day." That night, I couldn't sleep very well. My mind kept replaying the day, the message, the fear, the running through the station, the lost boy. But one thought gave me peace: I was not alone. I had my family. I had my best friend. And I had a heart that wanted to help others. A week later, I was back at the coffee shop, preparing drinks during a busy afternoon. Suddenly, I heard someone call my name. I turned around and saw Daniel standing there with his mother. They were smiling and holding a small box. "We brought you something," his mother said. Inside the box were homemade cookies. "Thank you for helping us that day," she added. I felt truly happy. That simple moment meant more than they probably realized. That day taught me something important: frightening moments may come into our lives without warning. But if we stay calm, brave, and kind, we can face them together. Have you ever been there for someone when they needed help the most?